Wow, I felt like I had so much to say. And I can you guys hear the background music? I don't know if you can hear it or not, but what can I say? What I'm really realizing is that when I go outside and interact with people, it's this now the same thing as interacting with people. It's so loud and it's like on like nine. Like um going outside is the same thing and interacting with people is the same thing as sitting in my bed all day and watching my friends or watching my competition um, and getting intel. That's sort of what I'm realizing. I went out from a walk today with Fresh. It's kind of cold. I went to ask for a cigarette, and the ladies, these two very old, very ugly, very decrepit ladies that were extremely grumpy and bitter and just angry to be alive, that I interviewed. And I said, "Do you have a cigarette?" And she said, "What's your dog's name?" And I said, "Do you have a cigarette?" And she said, "What's your dog's name?" And I said, "Do you have a cigarette?" And she said, "I'm asking you a question. What's your dog's name? If you can answer my question, why would I answer your question?" And I just love the pettiness, the drama, the semantics. This guy just lit up bright turquoise as I said that. Um, and I feel like people like that, it's like they want like this like cat and mouse game to like start there and whatever. And I was just like, am I the queen? And she's like, and like looked at her friend, like, do you believe this girl? And she's just like, honey, I don't know who you are. And I was like, am I the royal creator of this video game? And she's like laughing again. And she's like, I have no idea who the hell you are. I just wanted to know your dog's name. And if you want to keep standing here and trespass, I'm going to call the cops on you and have them come and arrest you for trespassing. And I was just like, it's an old age home that I usually go and ask somebody for cigarettes, and they're like not hostile and not insane like this woman was. And I was just like, and my grandmom actually did used to live there. And I was like, my grandmom lives here. And she's just like, oh, well, then you should go in and meet her because she's probably a lot nicer than me. And the other lady was like shaking her head and she's like, I don't have a cigarette. Just go. Just go. And I was just like, wow, you guys are like, obviously you're in on it, but like you can't. I was like, what's my name? Do you guys know my name? Because I heard them shouting my name in the sky as the sky turns bright turquoise again. And they're like, we don't know your name, honey. They were just like the biggest seismic cunts you've ever met in your life or seen in your life. It was like a really old, decrepit version of like Gwyneth Paltrow and like Tony Soprano if she was a woman, and like a cripple and like old age, living in an old age home and like rotting in her bed every day, like that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Um, they're like, "Do you know how shady you're being towards yourself right now, Liza?" I'm like, if only I knew. If only I knew. Anyway, it's just me and Rai Rai, so like, Litz, who cares? You know what I mean, guys? So, oh my God, how do I tell her this? But is her mom serious right now? She like wants her to like literally like be no filling in the donuts, is like that's what she wants. Like does she want to like send me texts like that she's like this needy crazy boyfriend, like she needs me back in her life again like she did last time? Oh my god, I need you back in my life so bad. Like literally texting me like 100 times a day like a crazy stalker boyfriend. And I'm like, are you going cray cray or am I? I'm like, really? You sound like a crazy boyfriend, and I don't really know what's happening. But you also sound like a bitter, decrepit old lady on the street. You know, she was Rai Rai. You know who she was. Like, get us out of this creepy video game, like, right now. Like, clearly it is affecting me, Royal Princess of the Blood, as well. And I literally, let's hate it so much, guys. Like, what are we doing? I can't tell you how much I hate it. Like, for reals though, like, for realsies, like, I hate it. I'm like, what is this lady on? You know, like, what is her problem? It's literally just a cigarette. Like, can you take the bitterness down from like an 11 to like a 3, please? Like, I don't really know. I'm just like thinking about like a really short forehead right now and like renaming myself Miriam. I'm calling Dina. I've had enough. I'm calling Dina. I kind of feel like my forehead would look cute if it was smaller, like Dina's. Dina has the tiniest forehead ever. It's like this big. I want the Dina forehead. Why do I have the half moon? I ordered the Dina forehead. I'm just gonna chop off this part, this much of my brain. Dina's actually, I don't know, hopefully Dina's still one of the smartest people in the game. Like, I literally don't even know anymore because everything's crazy. Anyway, I thought of a really good title. And I forget. Oh, yeah, something about the artist surprise. Never warn anyone. Never give anyone any warning. Never give people any warning whatsoever. Okay, so you guys, I think our family planning days are over because I think we're in the middle of a virtual World War III with ourselves. And that's what, like, I can't seem to get around. I'm like, I am the one molecule, all that is. And I'm just like, this is an alien invasion. Like, it's happening right now. It's happening like right now. And they told me to tell you to back off. They just said like you're literally not going to be able to understand them, and like you're not going to be able to understand the aliens, and like you need to like literally back off, and like don't you like drive a bus? Oh, is that what he means? That makes sense now that I put it together. Like you're literally not gonna understand them, and like I heard like the type of aliens that they're importing now. Like you're literally not gonna understand. Okay. I've been playing with a Ouija board since I could write my name. So I don't think you should know. I don't think you should know what I should back off from. Okay. I must be having a panic attack somewhere because they keep turning into static. Listen, listen, listen. I need new ones of these, okay? These are getting kind of old. I need new Lovecraftian socks. These are Lovecraftian socks. Like hostile woman number one wants her picture taken for prosperity. Okay, if we have the cop codes, guys, if we had the cop codes, we would be like, oh, really? Oh, really? Go right ahead. Go right a fucking ahead, okay? That's the same thing because that's the same thing we do with everything else. No, go get those cop codes, Aaron and Alex or whoever I'm talking to. Catalina, Island, Latina. You know what? Wouldn't that be nice? It'd be nice to be on the Catalina ferry today. You have to take a ferry if you want to go to Catalina. It's like an hour, or you can like rent like a private little airplane or like rent like a helicopter and like fly to the island. But like generally you take like a general ferry or like you can have like a boat or like a yacht. That's like people take their boats and whatever. But like in general, it's like this like general ferry that you get in Long Beach or you can get a few other places like in the area. And it's an hour ferry ride to Catalina. And no, because I was supposed to go like I think he was supposed to. I don't remember if he rented a boat or an airplane. I kind of think he rented an airplane. This guy I met at this party one time when I was like really young, like 21, and I rented this, or he rented. I think he said he rented an airplane to go to Catalina Island, but I think my friend Alex prevented me from ever speaking to that man, that gentleman ever again. My friend Alex when I was 21. Yes, I actually had another friend, Alex, when I was 21. What do you know? Isn't that weird? That I went to art school with. okay? And he was German. He was the German. So, um, I think Z Alex didn't want me to go on that airplane flight with that guy, and I was a little pissed off. He's like, "You want to go to this party in the hills?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." It was like a bunch of us. I don't remember. It was like a bunch of us. I think I was like around 21. And then we met this guy. It was like, I think it was Alex's friend. And then he was like, I don't remember what happened with that, but I was like, why the fuck aren't we going on our fucking air ride to like Catalina, you fucking bitch? Um, and he's like, because I'm a reptilian, Alyssa, and I'm so sorry. He's terrified. And every day I'm like, the aliens are gonna leave me. Every day I'm like, my reptilian brotherhood is gonna leave me. Every single day. I'm gonna be left here all alone. No reptilians to fend for me. Just me learning how to pull my own organic energy through my organic portals through the back doors and fill in every day. Every day I'm terrified. Every single day I'm terrified that I'm going to lose my reptilian brothers. I'm not joking. In this world. And not to Palladians, but just to humans. Um, and I guess that's why I was talking about it as a feel safe space trap. I was like, well, as I hear my ears ringing like crazy, which means that aliens are portaling to Earth. Their higher selves are portaling to Earth as their lower selves are standing up for me. Um, so I think she's being a complete bitch on purpose, and she completely hears us, and she's like, "Oh yeah, yep." Let me think. She's still here, you know. Um, I hope so. And haven't they done enough harm to us? I feel like they've done enough harm, right? I feel like we're at a dead end. Anyway, so I think that's what the reptilians are looking for this year is like the keys to ending this unending war that leads us to Last of Us every single time. It's not that we don't want to go through with Last of Us. We do want to go through with Last of Us, but it's like at some point we do want it to stop so we can sort of rebuild it the way that we want it to be. And we don't want to be like driven to like extinction. You know, we just want to like get rid of the problem. Okay, so what I was saying was that there's a lot of hesitation in the field and like dead endness because people are realizing how real this is and the uncovering of the ant farm and the uncovering of the blankets. And they're listening in, obviously, even though they're pretending not to be when they're bitter old woman number one that won't give her a cigarette. I mean, hi, can I have a cigarette? No, I'm going to call the cops on you. Like, what an escalation. What an escalation. What a completely normal way to interact with a level headed human being for no reason whatsoever. Um, I guess I'm having a panic attack. I'm feeling like a little like spinning. I had such bad cramps today, guys. I had such bad cramps today. I like couldn't move. I literally couldn't move. I took an 800. milligram ibuprofen because it was like so bad. I don't feel them right now, but I did. It was like awful. Um, so they're all hesitating and they feel like they're in a holding pattern because they're realizing that how real it is and that you have to give me your money back when when you think you're doing better in life. I don't really know why, like what would require like anyway, one of my boyfriends gave me his money back or whatever, but what he really means is he gave me his energy codes back. Like I said, we do not like the way that the Atlanteans gaslight themselves into believing themselves. And we don't like the way you talk because it doesn't really make any sense to us. Like we know it's an energy exchange and like that's what we would call it. And I guess he felt compelled. I don't even know because he won't talk to me about it. So I don't know if like um that's why I had to go to a lawyer to like ask about this stuff. I'm like, and they're like, if something happened to you, you're allowed to talk about it. You know, it's like it's your life. Like if people didn't want you to talk about it, then they shouldn't have done X, Y, and Z to you. So it's like a stipulation in a contract in spiritual terms. So but anyway, so I don't know if he like intended to give me his, you know, his soul energy back or if he wanted to just share his craft with me because he sort of became like a art teacher to me to help me get like better qualified basically to do my job or whatever. And I don't know if that he intended to give me all of his energy back so that he couldn't pursue that work anymore or how that worked or anything like that. I don't know that. And that's something that the Atlanteans are obviously hiding from us. My ear itches. But that obviously like uncovered an anthill that it leads to negative energy exchanges as my computer concurs with the energy and starts like going like this, like on the top or whatever. It starts leading to negative energy exchanges. And then I guess somebody in our life that's closer to 1D energy exchanges or has them in his past and or their perceived future, because you guys, of course, want to threaten us to give us, you want to threaten our lives to give us like the worst lives ever, right? And you're already like threatening me in the first place to make me like marry someone that I don't want to marry. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, I think this guy is the guy for you, and I'm like, I'm literally not interested. Like, you know what I mean? I know it's like, who am I going to trust? The energy? Or am I going to trust myself? You know, like I'm pretty much usually right. Like I think you're leading yourself to like a physical World War III by making me want to marry someone that I don't want to marry. So I mean, let's just negate everything I said for an entire year, which led us down this path, which is leading us to this path over and over and over again by like ignoring me and like telling me what to do, telling me where to go, telling me who to date, telling me who to be with, telling me who to marry, la 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 la. So anyway, I already said if I marry Travis Fimmel, which is the most gorgeous ring ever, and he's like the most gorgeous husband, it's still going to be like a very satanic union, and it's going to lead to a very satanic union. The American states is a union, so it's going to lead to a very satanic union. And then it's like everybody like thinks they're sort of like doing these things in secret or whatever, and like we can't hear telepathy, and telepathy isn't real. And it's like a few years ago, you wouldn't have even believed yourself to have done this. Like, I feel like just less than a year ago, you were like, I don't believe that I could be this person to do this. And like crying your eyes out, very depressed, in denial, coming to terms with it. And now you're just like, how's it not gonna happen? How's it not gonna happen? I want it to happen. Da, 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 da. But like you're still saying it in telepathy and like you're playing with us in telepathy. Like you're totally playing with us in telepathy. Like, oh, we know that you hear it, we know that we hear it, and now we're playing a game of cat and mouse with you because like you know what I mean? Like let's just play this game of cat and mouse with telepathy and whatever and who said what and whatever. That's going to lead to full embodiment. So anyway, you're gonna force me to marry Travis Fimmel and have a satanic union, and your head is going to be spinning around. Your head's going to be on a swivel, on a 360 swivel, going like this, around, 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 spinning around, 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 like you're demonically possessed. And you're going to be like, what happened? That happened so fast. What the fuck happened? And I'm literally giving you like a play by play, and you forget literally every day the play by play. You're like, oh yeah, she did say this happened before, and she was supposed to be given over to Jeremy Schaller and or Leonardo DiCaprio and or Hayden Christensen and or Colin Farrell, and left alone and let lived in peace. And while our grandmoms are screaming at us from the rooftop because they're already dead, and like telling us what to do and like don't do this, and we're just ignoring it. It leads to Last of Us every single time, Melissa. You know, it's not a big deal. Um, Trying to prevent World War III from happening, and it's already World War III, by the way. It's all an overlay, and this is World War III happening right now. That was like another one of the codes that came in today while I was sitting in my bedroom, rotting, complete face rot, complete dick rot, complete eye rot, complete heart rot. So anyway, I mean, who am I talking to? Sister number one or sister number two? There's only one person in this world that's worthy of an $800,000 ring, and that person is literally me. Okay, so anyway, are you guys gonna listen to me or gonna like ban my account again and like lead us closer to World War III? Like that's what we're literally all wondering, and it's like so exciting to watch. Like, are you guys literally gonna be that stupid again? Are you literally gonna be that stupid? Um, okay, so I don't know where I was. I lost my train of thought. Who can say where the road goes when the day it is Idrisil? I forgot what I was gonna say, guys. I was like so excited to come on here, and like I'm like, it's like hard to keep my train of thought. Anyway, okay, so yeah, so it's gonna. I guess like if he gives me his money back, I don't know like what his intentions would be, like to share his life with me and take care of me, like I'm a little decrepit sister, probably something like that or whatever. That would probably be his like that would be him giving me his money back, right? And that's like a level to like hardcore level one, and like before it was like to hardcore level three, right? And now it's like to hardcore level one. Like it led to hardcore level three, and now it's leading to hardcore level one. And they're like, we don't want to give her anything anymore. We're just not going to give her anything. Alex will take care of it. He always does. Her name was probably like Stereo. I don't know. Probably it's probably Cassette. Maybe it was probably Cassette. I don't know. Maybe it was Rosebud. I like both names. I don't think maybe it might have been Stereo. Stereo is cool too because like Death by Stereo. I loved music like a man. Congratulations. So anyway, yeah, they're like, I guess that sort of led to like Future Earth. I don't know if like Future Earth came first or not, but I want to say Future Earth is Tartaria. It's like a modern Tartaria. And that's sort of, anyway, so they're like, yeah, we're not going to give you, like, we're like really hesitant to like give you Aaron and let him be like the co-conspirator with you or whatever. And because it's going to lead to Last of Us, right? Which is what I just said. Hardcore level one is Last of Us. And like it leads to like demonic invasion of planet Earth, and which we call demons on Earth in that game zombies, but it's that's a demonic invasion. It's already starting. It's clearly already starting. Okay, that's probably why I'm here and probably why I'm not doing anything. So I'm like, here we go. It's like about to be Last of Us again. Like it clearly you're not listening. You're clearly not listening that you're not in charge. You know what I mean? And it's like this fight back because we can't. It's like fight back. We can't play Last of Us, but like actually, when you fight back, it actually causes Last of Us more. It's like it's so weird. Like like it's this weird thing you can't get around. Like I'm the creator of the universe. It's like really this weird thing. Like you just can't get around it. You know. Try as you might. Try as you will. I'm sort of in a coma. It's like a little bit hard for me to talk, but doing my best. For me, I'm gonna say I like mantids. For me, I'm gonna say I like reptilians. Um, I'm gonna say I like the my translucent blue little girl grays. Like how cool is she? For me, I'm gonna say I like Andromedans. Um, Okay. I mean, I have my aliens coming over here for, you know, design improvements, but like I can't get a cigarette on the street. What's wrong with you? Literally, what's wrong with you? And we just told you, Alyssa, because if we help you, it's giving you your money back for us to be led. It's going to uncover the ant farm to the demon invasion. You just said it. They're like, "Oh, I can't give her anything, but I can't let her starve either. I don't know what to do." Meanwhile, Alex and I are both like, are we narcissists? Do we secretly hate each other again? Um, yeah, today was like really traumatic. Today was super traumatic. Like I said, the memories that I got back, I got the memories that I got black, that guy got black from you guys, that I got back from you guys blocking me on TikTok from that timeline, which I went over this morning. And I got more memories when I was taking my walk today. And they were it was so traumatic. It's just like, geez, like how much more can I take, right? But it's like you go crazy when you are treating me like crap and I'm in your life and you wonder why. You know what I mean? Clearly I wasn't told that I was God or anything in that lifetime or whatever, but um because of course it's still like, I guess that's why I'm acting like this weird conglomerate girl because like I'm half like real princess and I'm half like fake princess since she won't bifurcate from me because she thinks that she's like hot shit or whatever. That's what my dad was saying last night, Colin. He was like, are they bifurcating more? And I was like, yes, they are. Thankfully, they're bifurcating more. But clearly, hot shit, fake princess number one won't bifurcate from me because he constantly talks through me still. But hopefully, she'll bifurcate from me soon. That means separate, in case you were wondering, okay? So you're like really fucking up my jam by like thinking your memories are my memories, okay? So anyway, then we were saying, okay, so if he gives me his money back, then it will start the demonic invasion. The demonic invasion is clearly has started. He's clearly being demonically attacked. He's clearly being separated from me. I'm clearly being held back from him for multiple reasons. Number one, if it's like just honey friend jam, then that's cool beans. But if it's like I'm forced to like marry him, that's like not cool beans, because that's obviously exactly what we did before, and that's what caused Dina to come forward. And Dina's coming forward again, so it does seem like we're going in that direction. And I'm doing it while sitting on my bed, which means it's already in process, which means Last of Us is already like in process. Look, I turned into the real again. Um, so she must be having a panic attack. She must be the one having a panic attack because I just turned into real. Um, and she's back because I can feel it like get kind of, but it looks still real. But I could feel like shaky and like I could feel like anxiety and whatever. Like I'm still not like thinking. I'm very not thinking clear at all. Like I'm clearly not thinking straight or whatever. Um, they're like, we don't want to go through this again, like Alyssa and Alex, they're like, we do not want to go through this again. Like we were chilling. The energy was like going, like trying to give her her money back, talking about me in a third person again. I hate when I do that because I'm obviously channeling my friends. It's like, I don't know why I do that. Like, I feel more comfortable channeling about myself in third person than talking about myself in first person. But, anyways, like, they were trying to, like, give me their money back, but like, oh, we can't give you your money back because, um, we clearly don't respect you as a person. So, if we don't respect you as a person, then that's going to lead to Last of Us. It's pretty simple. You can give me your money back and not lead to a demonic invasion called Last of Us by treating me with kindness and respect and, treating me like a holy princess of the divine universe, not switching my name to queen just because you feel like it or whatever, and like not acting like I'm literally batshit crazy when I know I'm not. Stuff like that. So, so yeah, I feel like it's already starting. I feel like Aaron did try to like give me his money back or whatever, but like he was like severely attacked. He's still being attacked. Probably we're all being attacked. It's obviously demonic invasion, and I think we're doing our best to like do it over the screen. Like he's doing his best to like give me his money back over the screen because that's the only thing we're allowed to do, and being sort of withheld back from each other and given like complete panic attacks and anxiety when like I look at like um 3D monetary situations and stuff like that. It's definitely like being held back from me. Um and like not having confidence that my friends like will have my back or like that they'll be like attacked or whatever. And like say no to me is also a part of like the World War III scenario. It's almost like we're afraid to interact together because it's like so dangerous to like be out there and like interact with like people because people are such live wires nowadays that like we just like stay in and record and talk online and send love letters via online messaging, um, called public platforms like YouTube and TikTok and the rest. Somebody sending an SOS. I can hear it. SOS. She's still talking through me. I believe it's fake princess number one because I keep turning to static. So I think that she's having a panic attack. And so I think that it is starting because I started a relationship with Aaron, even though it is over walls due to World War III, keeping us in tight quarters because we do get attacked as soon like why were those women like so crazy? Like once you like start meeting like crazy people, like that weird woman who like can't even just like give me a cigarette and just has to be like a weirdo. It's like one weird interaction and like you just like don't want to like talk to people or be around people or whatever, and then you just like end up anyway. I think it's World War III. I think it's MK Ultra programming, um to keep us separated like this. I think we're in the that was the message that I got when I was watching this weird lady, this weird mouse lady who's clearly from New Energy Earth, who clearly felt a New Energy Earth, and that we're in was like a clear love letter to Chris Evans. And she was like an artist, and she was like, I have no friends. And she was like, Dear Chris Evans, basically, here is my life. And it was, I don't know how else to say it, but it was completely shown to me that people posting on YouTube, in like story format, not really like this format, but like they're way fancier than me. And they've posted in like story format where they're like telling a story and they're like showing like their little hobby profession, whatever it is. In her case, it was it's painting little fairies or something, and they just go through their life or whatever. And it was like a postcard from like World War II. Like she was a soldier in World War II. And she was like writing a postcard to her family, or she was like a nurse or whatever. Maybe there wasn't women soldiers back then. She was like a nurse or whatever. And she was like writing this love letter to her family saying like that she missed her family and stuff like that, and it was like her way to like stay in touch with them. I don't know when the video was from, like if it was from this year or from last year or like from 3 years ago, or if like, you know, 'cause look how real they look right now. But you know, I clearly do this to try to like stay in touch with my friends because of my situation and everything. And, you know, acting like a princess, the damsel in distress, it really shouldn't be that big of a deal. People used to come over and come and get me all the time. Um, Psychicness is real, quantum physics are real, thinking as one is real, thinking as a um, having the same timing as your friends is real. You know, having friends come and visit you is real. And I never really thought that they wouldn't be able to reach me. So that's why I started posting. But back to this lady, it was like a clear picture of like a World War III soldier being like held back from society. And she was writing this love note, I want to say to her, Chris Evans, whoever it was. Maybe it was actually Chris Evans, because maybe she's a bitch, because that's sort of why we're at war. And it was a clear picture that this is definitely like a war. This is definitely World War III. This is definitely happening. And this is like definitely a war, like right now. And this is how we're fighting the war. And I want to say like we used to argue back in 2016, 2015, 2014 over walls and us four horsemen of the apocalypse. The four horsemen of the apocalypse, where are they now? Okay, so like we used to like argue over walls and stuff like that, but it didn't really hinder our life, but then it kind of bled into like our real life, and then it was like we couldn't like get anywhere. We couldn't get very far or whatever. Okay, so anyway, I don't know. I was shown that this lady's video was like what literally everyone's doing, and it's like a clear picture of World War III, and it's like World War II literally never ended, and like World War II, World War I was both over Tartaria. I don't know like a lot about the history stuff. You guys know I don't research things. um I channel it or whatever, and I was the princess of Tartaria. So like, why do I need to like fucking research it or whatever? But like, I used to listen to like 1920s music on the AM station in my big old blue sedan, my old, really old like grandfather's car that like I inherited from him, and I would just listen to this AM station of like 1920s music, and it was like the most beautiful, the prettiest 1920s music you've ever heard in your life. It was so pretty on this AM station. And I got the clear picture that I was channeling Tartaria all the way back then. And that was like in high school, like when I first started to drive. And so it's like we've been like so focused on like winning this Tartarian war. And it's like really not that hard. And the people against us are just like literally that fucking dense and that fucking stupid, where they like can't, we don't understand why they can't move still. Like we get it, like it's going to be a demonic invasion called a zombie apocalypse or whatever. But why do you live your life in so much fear and dread when we know the answer, and all of us know the answer? And it's like you want to talk about like how cool Tartaria was and stuff like that, how cool Inner Earth was. And you're nothing. You know what I mean? Like you can't get there without worshiping the princess, me. And so it's like you can't get to Tartaria without worshiping me. You can't get to Inner Earth without worshiping me. If you did get to Inner Earth and you were an overlay of Scarlet and me, because that was, I'm pretty sure I filmed it and talked about it on here, how me and Scarlet went down into Inner Earth and are very passionate about Inner Earth because we're literally wife and wife, or we're literally husband and wife, whatever. And then we have like some random molecule like talking about it online, like it was actually her or something, which is like more stolen diagrams, and it's just like so stupid. But it's like you can't get there without worshiping me. The only thing that you're there for is extra energy. Then that's all you are, is extra energy. And like it's like you like want to talk about like how cool cars are, but cars don't run without worshiping me, the princess. You know what I mean? So it's like that kind of thing. um but yeah, I thought that was like so cool today, like how this postcard like lit up. It was like codes I needed back from World War III. Like just like it's on all sides. Everyone feels super uncomfortable to like interact with people because everyone is such a live wire and you don't know if like no one is ever in a good mood. Everybody's always agitated. So everybody just sits by themselves in their corner and like talks to themselves online. And it finally like escalated to me. um yeah. And so I guess like Last of Us is about to happen because you guys won't move and like be respectful of me. It's like you have to like be respectful and like listen to the energy and like, hey, the princess is in the room. Why don't you ask her what she wants? Like if she wants like that done or B done or C done, maybe you guys, you could have like a conversation. And it's like, well, I don't want to talk to her because there's no negotiating. And it's like, okay, that means you're not being kind and respectful to the princess, so you're not going to get into Tartaria. You're not going to get into the New World Order. You're not going to get into um, whatever else we were saying. I forget. Future Earth. I forget what else we were saying, but Tartaria. Oh, Inner Earth. You're not going to get into Inner Earth. Like you're not going to get anywhere. And you're basically holding us back to the point of like where we don't even want to fight back or anything because like all we're doing is fighting back all the time and like you're still not listening. And like the energy is probably going to take care of it for us because like it's all coming to light and I'm talking about it literally right now on my broadcast. So let me think about that. Tartaria and are the Greys the fallen angels or are they one with Liz? Let me think about that. Um, as she remembers in a condescending tone, how not to, there's the advice of your supervisor on, you know what I mean? It's like stupid. It's like so embarrassing for the Greys. Like I feel so embarrassed for the Greys. Um, yes, I already told you, like when I said like let the sky be bright orange, and if the sky turned bright orange when I said that, like you should literally come forward and like post that on YouTube and like demand the fucking video to land on my FYP. I'm so sick and tired of being bored by these videos. So if we uncover, so if Aaron's successful in giving me his money back, then it will, it's already uncovering um, his money. And then that goes down and leads to uh, the demonic taking power on Earth and causing um, the zombie apocalypse. And that's sort of like where we're focusing. I think he's doing a good job because it's already like uncovering like a bunch of like ant farms and whatever. So the other answer would be to say that I'm Colin Farrell's daughter to my face and give me back to my husband and be respectful and kind to me. That would stop the demonic invasion in its tracks. Oh, the catatonic thing. That's what I was thinking of. The spiritual people, like when I met them or something, I was like, you guys are living in a cult. This is a cult. Okay, like you guys need to stop. And I guess it's another ant farm sort of to uncover, but I think it's basically like the same thing. It's basically like the same ant farm, but it's like, yeah, you're going to end up like really not liking yourself if you continually go against the princess in your spiritual endeavors. I think I'm talking to the same person. Um, she's like both corporate, she's both spiritual, she's, she can be seen all the way up and down the spectrum. She's a celebrity, she's a normal person, she's a mom, she's a sister, she's a spiritual guru, she's a remote viewer, she's a yoga teacher. Um, I think I'm talking to the same person, like all the way up and down the timeline. Same thing. She's a zombie. She made it to the zombie apocalypse already. There's nothing to be scared of. We don't really know why, what you're doing, holding us back. So I think we uncovered today why people are hesitant to help me, though, because they think if they don't help the princess, then the codes will stop coming in, and the demonic invasion won't happen, won't occur. But it will occur anyway because you're not respecting me. So basically, it's like demonic invasion or respect the princess and give her back to Colin Farrell. It's sort of like those are sort of like the two paths. And I guess we always go to demonic invasion because you guys never respect me. And we're sort of at the point of catching up from the past timelines and lifetime memories as the codes come in. And so that was like a World War III postcard codes coming in. And then it also made the sky pop to make it look like a painting, sort of like a Photoshop painting again, sort of like this is a digital life no matter what. This is just digital. It's none of this is real anyway. When it like pops like that, it's like, oh, it's just digital life. It's just digital anyway. So like what does it matter? That was weird because that was Brandon, and he was like pissed off at like the sky, like he's pissed off that the sky is like becoming a painting. Well, okay, yeah, because we want to keep the 3D. We kind of do like 3D, but it's like you guys make us hate 3D. You guys like literally make 3D insufferable because it's like very easy to be kind to me and to be kind to the Alyssas, but like you guys literally make 3D insufferable. And so you like literally make 3D like pop, um, and like not exist anymore. And like it's going towards like the organic template. I should probably meditate because I'm a little bit sleepy.